the arrogance of police, and I know most police are not bad people, but the orders coming down are to act in this arrogant fashion, and the idea that the cop says, hey, I don't care what the law is. People don't like the way this looks. I'm going to arrest you. I mean, those people are tyrants. They're engaged in an illegal arrest. I'll say it. People that deserve to go to jail are those cops. And I'm not a vindictive person, but, you know, they are so arrogant about our liberties and would try to put him in jail for, 5 years the charge would have had? Ruin that guy's life for no reason when he has no criminal record? You deserve to spend 50 years in prison for trying to falsely throw him in jail. Listen, I'm a human being. The sergeant's a human being. You're a human being. Your children are human beings. They have no future when you maniacs act like this. You are maniacs. I have a friend who went to jail named Chris Athanas, and he was on the edge of UT where they have, no concealed carry rule, and he was like talking to people about silver a decade ago. And the Federal Reserve, people thought the silver was illegal just because he was down there talking to some people. And the cops came, and he had a concealed carry, and they said, step right over here. They were UT police. And they got him to step over into UT, and then they arrested him. They went at, they threw the book at him. He spent jail time on that. And they just sleep good. They feel great. They enjoy themselves while all of this is happening. They feel good. It's like Michael Morton case. They knew the guy was innocent but kept him in jail when his wife had been killed, and they knew who even did it, and they tried to keep the DNA from going public. And that was just north of Austin, pretty close to where this happens. I mean, you just get a bunch of entitled people that literally think that they are God and that we are all here to basically be run over and completely dominated and controlled. Again, just go to Indiegogo and type in Second Amendment Legal Defense Fund, and you'll find it. They've raised $35,000. That's more than their goal of $11,000, but that's an initial deal with a lawyer. These cops are going to dig their heels in. This guy is a trooper for freedom. We need to go all the way and support him so that he can really deal with these people and make this an example of people that think that gun owners are criminals to have our rights trampled in the dust. Our veterans fought and died, not just our current veterans, but all the way back to George Washington and many of our ancestors, that we have the right to keep and bear arms. And how dare people, because a bunch of California trendies have moved into Central Texas, arrest people walking through the middle of nowhere with a rifle. You'd be crazy out there with wolves and coyotes and cougars that don't have a rifle out there. So we commend what he's done. This has been a legendary day in the info war. There's no doubt about it. The FBI on the news saying, don't look at other photos. They don't want you to know what was really behind this. A false flag to blame gun owners and libertarians and conservatives and constitutionalists for what happened. And I want to commend the crew working overdrive. I want to commend you, the viewers and listeners who've supported us. Be sure and support our info war as well, because it's your info war. Just as we support the sergeant, the master sergeant, and just as we support your liberty, you support our liberty. We're together. Who was it that said, one of the founders? Was it Benjamin Franklin? We'll hang together or hang separate. We will surely hang together or hang separate. We are brothers and sisters in an honorable code of liberty. And just as my father had a father and a mother, and they had a father and mother, there is that genetic hand to hand, right back to our ancestors. We are just a few steps away from the founders of this country. Just as people that come after us will be a few steps away from us. This is history happening. This is the fight. We became a bunch of domesticated slaves, and this happened. Why not awaken and say no? And that's starting to happen. Look at Dan Badandi going to 3 press conferences and shutting them all down. International news. We're getting 100,000 visitors a minute right now on Infowars.com. That's got to be 10 times the previous traffic record. People are finding out about liberty. The term false flag is at 100 times, literally, what it's ever been before. People searching it. Self-inflicted wound. People are researching that. False flag, all of it. We're winning because we stood up. We took action. The globalists are just men like us. They're women just like you. But they're evil. And they count on ignorance and weakness to win. We count on strength and honor to win. Strength and honor. Forever. This is history happening right now. And 18 years of InfoWar is now bearing fruit on a massive scale. So we go forward over the enemy flak. knowing we're over the target. That's it for this live worldwide transmission of Infowars Nightly News. Retransmission starts now at Infowars.com/listen. Please spread that link to everyone you know.